Hello everyone. We're back. I am gonna wait to see if people are coming back. I blue screened. I haven't blue screened in years. So I think I'm gonna have to like do some investigation into see if something's wrong with my computer. I do know that I haven't restarted my computer in a while, so maybe that's part of it. Because sometimes you need to like just restart your computer because there's like processes working in the background and stuff, and I have been playing a lot of different things and stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of just make a general. Just kind of wait. I'm gonna kind of see if people are realizing. Yeah, I didn't I don't know why that happened. I literally was just like in the middle of talking, and I'm not even like like after drinking that monster, I'm not even tired. So I'm ready to like stream like for a few hours more, but I'm like, what the fuck, like, because I wanted to like get to the point where I get like further in the game and stuff. There's a lot to talk about. So I'm calling this 1.5 because this is on the same evening that I have been doing the. Care about this right now. I mean, I'm just kind of continuing. Yeah, yeah, whatever. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize truly that this happened because I don't know. I just don't want that to happen. So sorry, guys. Welcome back to everyone that is like, you know, um, I don't know, like just coming back. So I appreciate you guys coming back. I'm gonna wait a little bit for some people to get here. I don't know what the voting was at, so we're gonna kind of sit here for a second and see if people are coming back. I'm just gonna say like, if I blue screen again, if this happens again, if I crash again, within like I mean, after like I don't know if we're playing for like a little, like if we're playing like another hour more, and after that point I'm crashing again, I'm just gonna stop for the evening, and like then I'm gonna have to do something because I haven't done this. I like or I haven't had this happen to me in a long time, so I'm like, okay, is something wrong with my computer? I don't know, but um, so we're gonna kind of see where we go from here. Uh, Sorry about that, you guys. I apologize. I'm very, very sorry. We're gonna have to do the voting again. We're gonna have to do a poll again. Yeah, I hope nothing is wrong. I agree. Yeah, I hope so as well. Um, I hope so as well. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had this happen like in a long time. So Crocodile was winning. Yeah, was it yeah, I guess Crocodile was winning. Last I checked too. I saw Crocodile was winning. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why that happened. I'm gonna do like a virus check after the stream, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the and do a little bit of disk cleaning and stuff, just kind of get rid of some of these extra files and stuff. So, um, yeah, I don't know. So we'll kind of consider that Crocodile was winning, and we're gonna kind of see as people revote. I don't know if I don't know if people are gonna come back or not. Because I had like quite a few people in the stream, which is kind of upsetting that right when I get some people watching that it crashes, right? But anyway, so we're gonna kind of continue. I totally don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I was talking about oh god. Does anyone remember the last thing I was talking about? we were talking about the shield, but there was something at the same time that I was talking about, and I don't remember. So Guild Zone has this really cool system where if in a set amount of time you go, like if you crash or anything like that, like remember this is an instance game, right? So this is like going into an instance, right? And this instance was created for me, right? And if I leave this instance, then the instance is gone, right? Like we know this in Guild Wars 2 as well, right? If you leave the instance, it's gone, okay? But the interesting part is that they have the system set up in Guild Wars 1 where if in a set amount of time, they actually leave the instance active for a set amount of time. So if you log back in a set amount of time, they ask you in the login screen, hey, you didn't disconnect properly. Do you want to reconnect to where you last left off? And you can say, yeah, sure, I want to do that. And then you can go back in and into the same spot. So it actually loaded me right into the same instance at the same spot that I crashed, which was really amazing. So, but I don't remember what I was talking about. Maybe we're talking about this. Were we talking about this? So I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna talk about this. So, yeah. So the Sunspear points. So as we go and gain Sunspear points, that's why I'm kind of. I think that was what I was talking about, because I was talking about like killing all these insects and stuff. Or at least that was one of the things I wanted to talk about, because it's gonna become very important that we earn a lot of Sunspear points. There's gonna come quests where they tell us we need you to be either this level or this rank in the Sunspear thing. And most of the time, it's easier to get the Sunspear rank than the level. So that's why I'm going to try to gain as many Sunspear ranks as I can right off the bat. So we're a Sergeant right now. When we get 100, we're going to be Master Sergeant. We're talking about Mesmers and... Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you. Yes. So, armor ignoring damage. Yes. So, for a long time, there was a stigma, this weird, like, misnomer about the endgame content about hard mode. Because people had the impression that hard mode actually increased the armor of enemies, but it actually does not. So it actually increases the health of enemies, the levels, right? So the health and the energy that they have and the damage they do with their skills and like those sort of, like the same thing we would get with higher levels. But getting higher levels doesn't increase my armor rating. So the armor rating that I have on my character, right? Like if I were to, it doesn't matter if I'm level 10 or if I'm level 20, if I'm wearing this exact armor, my armor is 20 on that armor, right? Or like if I add all these pieces together, I guess this is what? This is 5 pieces, so 100 armor, right? So I have 100 armor. It doesn't matter if I'm level 1 or level 20, right? So, and it's the same for enemies. Enemies have a set amount of armor rating. So they don't, for a long time there was this weird stigma, this weird like idea that you shouldn't be using you should be using armor ignoring damage and DPS characters and heroes and stuff like that, which the Mesmers excels at in Guild Wars 1 because it does armor ignoring damage in a lot of its skills and stuff. So, but that's actually not true. So, and I think this is something that's only in recent years has really come to like light. I mean, you know, not recent years, but in the waning days of Guild Wars 1, let's put it that way, that's when they discovered, oh no, it doesn't actually do that, and you can actually use any character because the armor stays the same, right? Armor is still one of those things, like armor ignoring damage still is stronger because every enemy has armor, and if you have a skill that says, oh okay, you're gonna do 100 damage with this skill, you're going to do 100 damage with the skill if it's armor ignoring, but if it's not armor ignoring, you're going to do less because the enemy has armor, right? But it's not as bad as some people, you know, as some people made it out to be, where they get more armor and, you know, people were saying, oh, well, your attacks are going to be even less effective in hard mode. That's actually not true. So thank you for reminding me on that. Right, I guess, I don't know, people have probably like, you know what, we're moving on with our lives. Screw a Raleigh, which is fine. I don't care. But anyways, so we're gonna continue this quest. So Niduka, there's the impressive warthog, and he's gonna give us a line of dialogue here in a second. So we're gonna continue. There's a bunch of juvenile termites that we're gonna defeat in a second. And there it is. Aye, what was that? He got scared for a second. Cause remember, he always looks over his shoulder now because of the black moa and stuff. Oh, think Melandru was just a warthog, but what an impressive animal. I must make it my pet. Stay close and make certain nothing disturbs him while I charm this beast. So he's gonna use charm pet, which we're gonna do in a little bit as well. And we actually have enemies spawn behind us. So we actually have mandragores spawn behind us. And it's weird because he's supposed to be charming the pet, but I think he's still doing that. I think I just need to... oh, and he did say, there you go, little one. Don't be afraid. You're the best warthog in the entire world, aren't you? Have some of these nice tubers. There you are. I guess tubers are like types of sausages or something, I'm guessing. Don't eat them all at once. We're going to be good friends, aren't we? Okay, and then he actually gets the warthog as his pet. So we have the little guy here. And yeah, so he now has charmed his little pet, and we're gonna go. Come along, my friends. Come along, my friends. But yeah, so Mesmer is probably the best class to use, just because if you're looking to do DPS, right? Like if you're looking to do DPS, Mesmer is probably the best class to use because they're pretty straightforward in a lot of stuff. You can just like use energy surge, and that's pretty much like all. Oh, I wanted to defeat those juvenile. I need to get those juvenile legs because I don't have any yet. Bam. 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 Throw those spears. All right, let's go. We're gonna turn around. Let's use fallback. Fallback gets increased duration. It does get increased duration, which is gonna be super nice because we're gonna put a ton of experience points or attribute points into command. So this is gonna last a long time. I don't know if it's gonna last 20 seconds as we go up, but we're only we're only level 1 right now, so. But yeah, welcome back to everyone that's tuning back in. Sorry I did crash, and you know, that's just how it goes. It's not an Raleigh stream if we don't have technical difficulties. Everyone knows this. Everyone that has been here before knows this. I have technical difficulties every time I press that play button. It doesn't matter. I could have every set. I could literally sit here for 3 hours before. Wow, that's a level 10. Holy crap, that's gonna give me, well, not that much experience points, but. Cool Drake though. Look at him. Looks pretty neat. Does he have eyes? Are those his? Oh, I guess his eyes are like. Wait, are they like part of these weird horns coming out? I don't understand it. Give me some of those legs. Why can't I get legs? I need 2 of them. Please. No legs for me, I guess. This guy, strong guy over there. Yeah, I'm just kind of on the hunt, guys. I'm kind of on the hunt here a little bit, so I don't want to have to do. There's a flamingo here. All right, we have 1 vote. Make sure you guys vote again. I know that Crocodile was winning earlier. I'm gonna take that into consideration with whatever the results are. If it's like a close call between 2 things and like one thing being Crocodile, like Crocodile and another thing, I will pick Crocodile. just for you guys. I need to find these stupid legs. They drop all kinds of other stuff. Oh, there's a big group there. Chance, more chances. So we're gonna go around the back way to get to the front there, but no legs for me, I guess. Anthem of Flame is gonna become my bread and butter, I'm telling you guys. Condition-based builds are really cool in Guild Wars 1. Specifically, like, Burning can actually be, like, super strong if you do, like, a bunch of it, like area burning. Area burning. I said that weird. Go, Spear. Do your thing. Do your no damage. Yeah. Oh my god. Look at all these bows. I have like a collection of bows. It's wild. But we're almost level 5. So I'm gonna turn in all of these quests that we're gonna finish these quests. We're gonna turn all these in. We're probably gonna be level 6 by the end of it, I'm guessing, but that's okay. We also get Sunspirit promotion points for finishing them, so that is kind of nice. We have a resurrection shrine here. Is there a different? Let's see if there's a different. I don't think. I mean, there's insects and insects and plants around, so we can still get. Bam. Perfect. We're trying to get as many promotion points as we can. Promotional points as we can. Kill the termites. Oh, we got one. Oh, finally, we got a leg. Jesus. It's like we had to eradicate all of the bladed termites on the plains of Charon in order to get one leg. I need 2. Give me another leg, please. Nope. That's okay. We've already eliminated all of these enemies around here. That's fine. Alright. That's a-okay. Maybe there's some more over here. I think there's some more down here by the water, where the trees are and stuff. So we're gonna look there. But anyways, so let's present these cool things that we just got. So Neduka says, "Everyone, meet my warthog. I'm going to name him Pork Chop, a name fit for a champion warthog. I told you I would find a real pet and bring it back with me. See, guys, what did I tell you? I took on your challenge and succeeded. Pork Chop and I are friends for life, and I am the mightiest hunter of all." And Shituna said, "Wow, Yapono, what a wonderful warthog. Did you see him? Neduko is so brave." And Yapono says, "I would never have believed it. Well done, Neduko. It looks like I may have underestimated you." And Neduka says, "Maybe now they'll believe me about the black moa bird. Either way, I don't need them anymore. I have Pork Chop, and he's my best friend." Alright, and that's the end of that. Cool, good for you. You have no idea how much your kindness has done. I have a new pet friend, and the other hunters are finally starting to listen to my story about the black moa. Do me a favor, though, and keep quiet about our little arrangement. Pork Chop and I both thank you for your help. Did we actually make an arrangement? I don't know if he ever said, like, hey, don't, like, what was the arrangement? I'm gonna give you money? I'm gonna give you 100 gold if you don't talk about it? Like, I don't remember there being an actual agreement, is what I'm trying to say. No, I don't see any. I don't see any of the termites that I need. Is there termites down here? There's no termites around. Alright. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna maybe. Well, what do I get from this? I need more stuff. What do I get for this? A belt pouch. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna abandon this quest because it's not worth it sitting here and spending time trying to find this. All right, so we have Maban. Guess what? My mom showed me how to map travel the other day. It's amazing. Uh, I just look at my map and select the place I've already been, and I go there instantly. It only works on cities I've marked with a big gold and green symbol. But once I start going to other towns and outposts, I'll end up finding more places I can travel to instantly. So that sounds handy. So they want us to map travel to Commodon. So we will do that once we finish going into the Sunspear Great Hall. So use the Sunspear Great Hall, our headquarters. And this is where we can turn in. Also, we have the quartermasters. So the battle commendations that we're getting, we'll be able to use those to turn in for some good stuff. We get an Stani key, some insight, some ale. Nothing really where I'm like, ooh, I want that. Okay, that's it. There's some side quests here. We might come back to that in a minute. Yeah, as you guys can see, like this guy over there has a side quest. There's one here. There's one here. So there's a lot going on. I may not leave the Sunspear Great Hall and missions much more, but those who do carry the mark of my training and my sandal on their back if they don't work hard. Quality steel. What do you have there? Ah, my custom blade. So, armored transport. No, need more stuff. Quality steel. So he let us give this weapon a test. So this weapon that we just delivered, he wants us to test it out. But that's not. We're gonna do that in just a second. I'm gonna abandon this quest because screw that. I don't care about that. Collector, can you believe it? Someone slipped me a love potion. It must have been Kushao or Lofihao. Lofa. I don't know how to say that. Those two brothers don't chase me around for don't. Where did I get don't? That's not anywhere there. Those two brothers chase me around from day to night. Now I've got to find an antidote before one of them takes advantage of this situation. The only antidote for the potion is sentient seed, but I'm on duty. Blah blah blah. So she got a love potion snuck to her in her drink or whatever. So take that. Take that for what you will. Weird side quest. Okay, let's talk to our we have Shiloh here. He's the hero skills person. We're going to talk to him in a second. And then we have the Sunspear rank officer. Now that you've reached the rank of Sunspear sergeant, you will need to take greater responsibility for the well-being of the heroes under your command. With this in mind, I present to you the Sunspear rebirth signet. Only you can equip this skill. Your heroes will not be able to use it. Use the signet wisely and you may overcome. So it's actually, so we accept that and we get what happened. I crashed. I had a blue screen. Knock on wood, this doesn't happen again. I completely, like, I'm talking to you guys and all of a sudden, blue screen, everything died. My computer was dead and I restarted and I'm doing 1.5 now. So, because I wasn't quite done yet and it's still early and I'm like, I wanted to really go and like do a long stream, so I guess we're having bite-sized streams here, guys. But yeah, unfortunately. So we get this cool. We get the Sunspear title track. So we will get to see a lot more title tracks as we go along with the game. Because in Eye of the North, there's a crap ton of them that you can get, like a ton of skills, and we're gonna see some really cool stuff. Because I'm gonna be playing Polymach and stuff. We're gonna do all that stuff. But yeah, so the Sunspear Rebirth Signet is one of those. And these title tracks, these skills, actually get stronger as you get better with certain titles. So I'm right now rank number 1, and for each rank that I level up, these get stronger. So it tells you right here, resurrect dead targets. So it's supposed to be a resurrection signet. So when we read the resurrection signet, I'm gonna kind of move over a little bit. It says resurrect target party member. That party member is returned to life with 100% health and 25% energy. The signet only recharges when you gain a morale boost. So we talked about all this earlier, right? So now we have the Sunspear Rebirth Signet. This is also a signet, and it resurrects target dead party member at your location with full health, so 100%, just like that, and 10% energy for each Sunspear rank you have attained. This signet can only be used once per mission unless recharged by a morale boost. So, again, same thing. It does the exact same thing, but the energy is different because you get 25 here, and we get at rank 1, we get 10%, right? But then if we get to rank 10, it's actually full on 100% energy and 100% health, which is really nice. So we're going to replace that. We're going to use this because we're a Sunspear, so we're going to take that with us. And that's kind of cool, right? So rising to the rank, so they want us to become Master Sergeant. The Order of the Sunspears rewards honor and bravery as you progress through your career. Not only can you can you gain new titles, but additional power and, of course, further responsibility. Once you've earned enough promotion points to gain the rank of a Sunspear Master Sergeant, you will earn 15 additional attribute points. So remember how we always talked about, both in prophecies and in factions, we had gaining additional attribute points. So the way that ArenaNet has done it here, they've baked it into the whole idea of being a Sunspear and earning ranks through the Sunspears. So these additional attribute points that you can get usually through other missions, through side missions and stuff that you do, here they kind of baked it into as you're rising through the ranks, as you're gaining, right? Which is kind of cool because they're introducing this new idea of gaining, gaining titles wasn't unheard of, right? But the idea was that you're gaining, um, your skills get stronger through gaining. So there's systems that are set up, and they work together. They kind of mesh these systems together to create like new interactive things, right? So it's like, okay, we get the titles that we always, we have those, and that's fine, right? And we can earn them and whatever, right? But now they interact with our skills because we get certain skills that are going to get stronger through getting higher ranks, right? But then it's also like you also want to get a higher rank because that's going to give you more attribute points. So there's all these systems that are not interacting with each other. So being the third standalone game that ArenaNet has now released at this point, right? Or standalone, not but campaign, in the game of Guild Wars, they've really like learned to kind of put all these systems together. So yeah, so we want to accept that because obviously 2,000 experience points and 15 attribute points is super, super good. And you can ask about like different things here. So I've kind of already explained most of these, but we have this guy right here, Shiloh. And I can't help you. You don't have a secondary profession yet. Okay, so we'll talk to him. I thought we could already talk to him, but we cannot. This is the Sunspear Signal Man. Written evidence. Yeah, so as we go, we kind of did this in, I don't think I kept up with it in factions as we played through factions. Did I do it in prophecies? But you can get like a book, and as you go through, and you get like written evidence of all the missions and all the things that you did, and then once you get to the end of the game, you can like turn it in for like extra experience and money and stuff like that. But we can kind of read a little, we get a lot of like background information. Again, something that would like ArenaNet to kind of maybe do, like maybe get have the hero panel, where you can go through the story chapters and stuff. Maybe have that become a little bit more involved, where they kind of guide you to it, and like if you read through all of it, like if you open up the page or whatever, and you can read through the summary of that or something, like you get something at the end if you read all of them or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's good to see you, Spearmaster Arali. I had a feeling you would come to me eventually. I can see you have ambitions, and I can help you. Bring me written evidence of your accomplishments or that of other heroes who have fought for the Sunspears, and I will spread the word of your deeds. I'll need specific details, of course. Leave no juicy little piece out. Cormier tells me that if you raise your reputation enough, you can earn hero skill points, which you can spend. Wow, what do I need to do? In your travels, you will come across various scouts and wandering priests. Written evidence. Yeah, so you have a great opportunity to show the world you have what you have done for the Sunspears by just writing down the details of your exploits in your copy of Nightfall. So you also have the opportunity to tell people the hard mode tales I can provide you. So we want to get the written evidence, and we have Nightfalls. So we're going to pick this up, and there you go. These are the 17 missions we're going to kind of cut through. We've already seen this book mechanic, right? Where we can kind of scroll through, which is super cool. I wish we would have something. Guild Wars 2 doesn't really. It kind of has like a book thing, but it kind of feels different. I really like the way that this is set up, and I love that we get the map of the mists in the background. By the way, that's really cool too. So there you go. There you go. All right, so this is it. This is the headquarters. This is where a lot of things happen. I didn't read very much of this, so let's kind of read some of these descriptions. This was the mission where we had to save the little village, right? We trained out here by the island, and we came into the village and we helped them. The small village at the northeastern tip of Istan has a dual purpose. Located near Churhir Fields, the training grounds for Sunspear recruits, Chobek's docks make an excellent meeting place for new Sunspears. Also, the bluffs around the village provide a good vantage point to watch for Corsair raids headed for the islands. As a result, Chobek is often the first community targeted by such attacks, which we saw happen, right? So, kind of describes that village a little bit. Then Commodon. Commodon is the home port for the mighty Istani Navy and the main port of landfall for ships from nearby Korna, as well as those traveling from Cantha, Tyria, and the Battle Isles. Its deep harbor is sheltered from seasonal storms by a ridge of hills to the south. Built around the relics and statues from days of the primeval kings, Commodon has earned the title Jewel of Istan. All right. And then we have the Sunspear Great Hall, one of the oldest standing structures on the Istani Isles. The Sunspear Great Hall dates back to the time of Sogolan the Protector, here he is again, who turned the Sunspears into an independent order devoted to the protection of all Elona. The twin magical fountains are a tribute to the Sunspear's primeval roots, while the Great Hall stands as a memorial to the many great generations of heroes forged within its walls. So we kind of talked about that. The two springs being on the side here, where on each side, like there's one that runs down, and then there's one on the side that runs down. So that's kind of the two springs that they're talking about. But that's a great hall with the trees and the things happening up there. Anyways, so Master Sergeant, Quality Steel. So Quality Steel. So we want to help Castellan Puba to try those new swords. He has this really cool sword. We kind of see that right there. That's the sword we just brought to him. And let us find some wild creatures and test it out. So the idea is to just kill any 10 enemies. So that is totally fine. We're going to get our little bonus here before we do that. And yeah, squishing bugs. Let's go squish some bugs. So we just have to kill some enemies for him to gain some experience points. Or not experience points, but oh, there's a bunch of enemies here. So let's go over here and do that. There's a lot of enemies right here, so. Oh. Bam. Take this, evildoer. I mean, whatever do these insects really do to us? Not much, right? I'm gonna summon my imp. My imp kind of helps me out in my time of need. Oh, so this is a... Oh, no, this is not up. We haven't leveled. I thought this was up to 4 seconds from 3, but that's what it was at earlier. Ripshy. My bad. Take this. Oh. So I misunderstood this earlier. Non-spear attack skills. Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, these are non-spear attack skills. So I don't know why they're not disabled when I use this. It's kind of weird, but anyways. So this is finished. What, did he say anything? Oh, thank you for helping me test my blade. When you see Chorban, inform him that his craftsmanship. Does it actually pop up? It does not pop up in my dialog box. But he kind of just thanks us or whatever. So then we want to map travel, right? Remember, we want to map travel the kid. So we also complete the map travel to and then we can talk to the mom of that boy who just learned about map traveling. So we can turn all this in, right? Another one. I'm sorry. Ever since I taught Maban how to map travel, he thinks that I invented it. I've tried to tell him I didn't invent it, but he just won't listen. Well, at least he's trying to help others by showing them how to map travel. It's really easy. Once you're an outpost, blah blah blah. Thanks for putting up with Maban. I know that he can be overly eager. I'm sure you have much more important things to do, but he helped us out, so it's kind of nice that he teaches us how to do that. We've done all of these things here. So the weapon. Thank you, my friend, for delivering that blade. I'm happy to hear that Castellan Puba still enjoys my work. It is rare to find someone who truly appreciates the beauty of crafted steel. Please take these materials in gratitude. You should have enough to craft a new weapon. If you also see beauty and steel, I would be happy to craft a new weapon for you. So he gives us stuff to craft a new weapon, which is really cool. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that in a second. And we leveled up. We're level 5 now. So things are progressing, guys. Like really fast now. Look at all these things that are completed here. Thank you for helping my darling Pele. So that was the girl that was collecting materials. I know she's growing up, but in my eyes, she'll always be my precious little girl. Here's a salvage kit for your trouble. It's a material trader's best friend. Anyone collect materials from slain monsters, but if you use salvage kit, you no longer lead. You can get materials. Blah blah blah. We already know this. And then the armor. The courses didn't give you too much trouble, did they? So that was the we had to Dengo. We had to help him out. And yeah, and so she thanks us, and we get a bunch of materials. So before I continue, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I was reading Reddit. I was reading stuff. There was some weird stuff posted. Anywho, we're back. So, where was Oh, we're crafting a new weapon, guys. So, the weapon we have right now is a 5-7 spear. Maybe we can get a shield too. We can probably get a shield. So, let's look at what we can get for a spear. We only have one spear option. Is that it? That is it. We have one spear option here, guys. And that is a 6-9, and it needs one spear mastery. So it's the same one, but it does give us a bigger range of stuff. So boom. All right, we have a new weapon. We have crafted it. Where is it? There it is. Boom. The exact same spear. Nothing exciting. Shield, tactics, strength, command, or motivation. So we want the command. So we need 2 iron ingots. We do have some salvaging kits. So let's try our... Maybe we can... Oh, we got 1 iron. Maybe the hammer. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Look at that. We broke down some stuff and we got some materials. So let's get this heraldic shield. It's not going to be as grandiose as that sun and moon shield that we have, but... it does have 10 health. So we are going to go from 180 to 190. Boom, look at that. Awesome. Love it when it works out. And it does fit with our fashion a little bit more, you know? It's a little bit more sun spear, you know, golden white, whatever, right? So that's more of our shebang. Shebang. All right. The armor. I'm not gonna get a new armor right now. I think I'm gonna. Do you guys want me to get a new armor? Let's see. We could probably get a new armor. What do we want? Spear, vocal. See, these are really cool. I really love these. These are like these crests that they wear. But as you guys can see, they like float in front of your face. And I really love that. They're really cool. So vocal. So we have leadership, which is the exalted. It's a green one. Or we could do the spear. I have a spear one right now. I think, or at least this is what the spear one looks like. What are you doing? Why is he shimmying? And look at him. He's shimmying. He's like, nee. Oh, I thought he was like dancing. That's okay. So we have a spear one right now. I think I'm gonna get the spear one. So let's see if we can get... If I can get something... Yeah, I don't need... Oh, I can't break down the die. Carapace gives me... Oh my god. I'm trying to get... I don't think any of these give me what I want. Maybe in here? Kite. I don't want kite. Plant fibers. I can't break this down. It's a starter spear. I'm like, why is this not breaking down? What is happening? Granite slab. I didn't get any. That's okay. We can still... I mean, I got a lot of materials here. So we can get some cooler looking armor. I want something cooler. So let's go open up our... Let's open up our storage, which is over here. Oh my god, I had to load in all these people. Look at all these people. Holy crap. There's so many people. So many people playing. Guild Wars 1 is alive, people. Guild Wars 1 is alive. You can play it right now, and it's all its glory. I'm gonna level up in a second, guys. So let's open up all of this. We don't need this right now. Let's get a new armor set. I want to get a cooler looking armor set. This is very boring look. I want to get some... I want to get the... Is it the Elonian one? Which one is the one that I want? Ooh, look at this. Look at this dervish right here. I love that armor set. I think that's the Norn armor set, I want to say. That's what it is. Alright. Anywho... Sunspear. We want to get the Sunspear armor. So for that, we need... Oh god, I don't have any ingots. Do I have enough to get an armor set? I think I do. So let's get the Sun Spear. We're going to be a true Sun Spear. I've just enough. Do you guys see that? I've just enough. Ta-da! Looks so much better, doesn't it? And it is also 15 more per. So it's 35 on each piece. I need some of the dust. Some dust. Should I get the spear? Leadership? I think I'm gonna get the exalted one actually. Because right now I think the idea, and I don't think I can break these down, can I? Yeah, no, they're starter armor, so I gotta throw them out. I think the idea is right now I want to focus on maybe getting some extra energy, and since leadership, we're gonna be switching the armor up anyways, and as leadership gives me more energy, it gives me like extra energy right now. I think that is more important for me to focus on. So I am full on these materials. Am I really full on these materials? I have 500 bones. I have... Oh, this is not... This is... Oh, I could have gotten piles. I thought that was a granite stones, but it's not. Okay. I could have had piles of glittering dust. So this only has 3 uses left. Didn't I just put one in here? Let's take this identifying kit with us. And this superior salvage kit. Alright, so we're gonna have those with us. Totally fine. Alright, coolio. I'm just gonna I'll sell those at some point. Do we need yellow dye? Do we need to dye this yellow? I shouldn't have closed my bank. Alright, so we leveled up. We leveled up, guys. I guess we're gonna do that. How expensive is yellow dye right now? I have 3. I have 3 yellow dye. How much is dye? Because I think if we... Oops. I was thinking... See, that looks perfect. Alright. It's really cheap. Let's get 2 more. 3 more. No, Guild Wars 1 only has 5. See, that's the thing. They changed it from Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2. They added shoulders. And it always throws me off. Oh, and I can't even dye the headpiece. What am I doing with my life? That's okay. We're going to go full on fashion. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at how beautiful we look. We're a true Sun Spear now. We've got new armor, new weapons. We're ready to go. Oh, can we get inscriptions? Oh, you can't buy inscriptions. You have to, like, break them down. That's right. You have to, like, break them down. Okay. Anywho. So we're doing pretty good. Do we want to get other... We want to get other skills. We do want to get that. We do want to get other skills. Do I have enough money? I literally just spent all of my money. Oh my god, I cannot... Do you guys see? I spent just all of my money. Withdraw, like, 1 plat. Just 1. I think 1 will be fine. I think 1 will be good. Oh my god, Crocodile is still winning, guys. So you guys want to see Crocodile, huh? Crocodile it is. I don't have any hats that are crocodile themed, so I can't even... Do I have anything? I have a shark theme, but that's not the shark one. I have a cone hat. I wear cone. Anything that's shark themed? I have the bull hat. That's not at all, or crocodile themed. I said shark themed, but I meant crocodile. Um, leadership. Ooh. Blazing finale. Signet of return. Resurrect target party member. Mighty throw. It spins 3 times faster if it hits, it deals plus 20 damage. Wow. That's really good. I want to have that. Ooh, if target hits, it deals plus damage and sets the target on fire. Hell yeah. How many points do I have? How many? All these menus I have open. Okay. I have 4 more. Um, Anytime target other ally takes more than 220 damage per second, that ally is for any damage over that amount. That's a crazy amount. That's a lot of damage to take all at once. Maybe go for the eyes. Stand your ground is pretty good too. Oh, sorry guys. Jesus. That came out of nowhere. My god. You gain 20 health. For 2 seconds, other allies' spells targeting you cast 50% faster. That's kind of cool. It's like a heal. Oh, look at this guy. We got a ritualist here hanging out. That's cool. All right. Well, I've bought some skills. Let's kind of update our skill bar here a little bit. I've bought like, what, 4 new skills. I don't want that. I am going to keep that. I don't know about this. I think these 2 I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, I like those. I like these. These are cheap and good. Cheap goodness. Haha, cheap goodness. Blazing Spear. I like that. Mighty Throw. Oh, that's right. Mighty Throw. The next time each ally within earshot makes an attack, that attack has an additional 35% chance to critical. Or you can do offensive skill. No, I think I want to do that. So there's a lot of adrenaline happening here. A lot of adrenaline. Maybe not do this. And then use this. Like 6 is kind of high for well, we'll have to see. I don't know. I'm gonna try this out. All right, so we updated some of the skills here. We got a better set of change. Cost also leveled up, so we can give him more of this. All right. And what are we turning in? So let's turn in. Actually, before we talk to First Spear David and continue our regular stuff, let's kind of inform our Runduk here of the of our success of becoming a Master Sergeant. We're now a level 2. We're now on 2. So right here, the Sunspear Rebirth Signet now gives the resurrected ally 20% health, so or 20% energy. And we're well on our way already to the next level. We're going to be second spear once we got 175 promotion points. But anyways, so right here, we get a bunch of experience, but we also get, what do we get? We get a ton of extra points here to put into these things. Yeah, that's good. Kind of spread out the love a little bit. Get some leadership, spear mastery, command. Are we using command? We are using a command skill right now. Oh yeah, there's a command here. Spear mastery, spear mastery, spear mastery, leadership. So it's kind of across those three. I think that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna kind of split those across. We're gonna get a pet, so I'm gonna have to like fidget that in there as well. I love this new armor. This armor set looks really cool. But anyways, so we're gonna be rising even higher. We're gonna go to first spear. So I think it's the same dialogue. But yeah, so first spear is going to be the next 15 points, 15 attribute points, 15 additional is the second one that we get. So once we come, we have to become second spear, and then after that is going to be first spear. So I don't know how much, I think it's like 250 or something that we have to get, I think, for that. So, but anywho, that is a okay. Yeah, so Crocodile is definitely winning. So Flamingo, it's not going to be. Back so soon? Wow, Koss was right about, really? Back so soon? It's been like hours. Koss was right about you. Don't tell me I told you, but Koss called you the rising star of the new order. Well, we'd better get you started on your basic training. All right, cool. So good to see you. So we have secondary training and command training. So good to see you again, Spearmaster Raleigh. Today must be my lucky day. I won 200 gold on a bet with first spear, Jadugur, whatever. Who's the guy? Remember, he was the guy that led us into Chabek village, and yeah, he was the guy that was like out there or whatever, helping us with that. Looks like it's time for you. So again, this guy is a total gambler. This guy. It's crazy. It looks like it's time for you to begin learning about secondary professions. Why don't you head back into the encampment and speak to some of those guys? And we also have command training. As a Sunspear, you never fight alone. So to be effective, you must learn to command those fighting with you on the battlefield. There are many new lessons to master. Command training will teach you the techniques to know. So we will do that as well. Just to kind of finish up our training completely. Yeah. Let's go in. Yeah, so the armor that I've kind of picked out for my Guild Wars 2 character to go into Janthia Wilds as a Paragon, it kind of looks like that. I kind of picked out a set of armor that kind of looks like that. So, this way. Let's do the command training first, and then we're gonna find a secondary profession where we already know what we want to do, because we're gonna take a pet with us. I don't know where the crocodiles are. I'm gonna have to look up where the crocodiles are. Crocodile. Ew. Okay, so the way this is gonna go, guys, is we're not gonna get to crocodiles for a while, unfortunately. So what's gonna have to happen is we're gonna have to use a flamingo first. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna take crocodile, but I can't get it right now. So I didn't realize that it's much later on that we get it. So, all right. Anyways, so there's Tactician Haj, and we're doing the command training. So we actually get put on this pedestal, and we have to do certain things. We have to follow. Area around you are 3 areas to control. By issuing commands to your squad during the training session, you will capture these points. Is what he says. You will capture these various areas under different circumstances. You must destroy all enemies surrounding an area to begin capturing it. Moving you or your squad outside the area will halt the capture process. Okay. To manual move, target flags. Yeah, so we have the flags over here. We can manually move. I only have 1 hero right now, so heroes get individual flags. I only have 1 of them right now, and that's okay. So he kind of teaches us how to move them around. We can place a flag. This is flag 1. And we have to get area 1 right now, which is right there. So we replace costs, and he's capturing area 1. Alright. So now we have actual enemies that spawn. So I'm going to send my 2 other characters that I have down here. They have to kill the enemies and then capture that point. Can I support them from up here? No? Okay. Oh well. Alright, so they're gonna capture this now. So that's how we kind of move around our heroes, and might do some positioning. I mean, that's probably that's kind of like for later on. You know, one of those things that you do later on in the game, as the areas become like really hard. I don't think we're gonna do any hard mode stuff. Ooh, sorry guys. I don't think we're gonna do any hard mode stuff, but you know, if we were to. And that would be something we would greatly use, is using the flagging to position my allies around the battlefield. Alright, so they're gonna go attack these guys. Yeah. These guys are doing pretty good. I guess I could have costs help them out, actually. I don't know why I didn't have that. I think it increases the capture thing. Yeah, we see 3 arrows, so it goes even faster. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Kind of weird. And then he wants you to move them back to area 1, I think it says, right? Well done. Yeah. So anyways. So that is that. We can talk to David to turn that in. But let's talk to a who are we talking to? We're talking to not a dervish, not a monk. Mesmer Elementalist. Paragon. Oh, there's some Paragon people out here? Didn't realize. Interesting. I think they're over here. I think they're back to the spot we were before. Like, I think all of the ranger all of the rangers are over here. Are they? Are they? I see one, two rangers. There should be three. Right there is the third one. Found it. All right, let's talk to these guys. We have Rakanja. Power shot. Equip later. Okay, we don't really care about that. Mara. Charm animal. I guess we want that, right? So equip that, and then comfort animal. We'll replace that later. So we can actually get first pet. So we're actually gonna do. I don't know why I did the voting. I'm sorry. So we're gonna do the crocodile. We're gonna stick with the crocodile for a long time. But I can't do the crocodile, so we're gonna have to start like right now. I can't start with it. So I'm gonna have to. I want to go and capture this lone one in the far corners of this little swamp area. This guy right there. Look at us floating with our eyes closed. Ooh. Yeah, you're mine. Alright. I don't know what to name him. I know. Fred. Fred! Fred the Flamingo. He's with us all the time. Alright, cool. So we have a pet now. That's the only ranger skill I think I'm gonna use. So, but yeah, so we're gonna hang out with Fred for a little bit, and then once we get access to crocodiles, which is not gonna happen today, that's gonna happen next time. When is next time? I don't know. I don't know, friends. I don't know. What did you teach me? Storm chaser. Oh, like stances, like speed and stuff. Got it. And they keep handing me these stupid starter flat bow, starter bow. I don't want that. I'm not using a bow. Stupid SPO. Stupid SPO. I don't want that SPO. Command training, we finished that. And I hope we got some nice advice and are able to choose the right profession to complement your combat style. Choosing a secondary profession is a big decision, but it isn't a permanent one. Once you have advanced in the ranks a bit, you'll be able to change your secondary profession. Got it. All right, so we're gonna pick Ranger as our secondary. Good choice, suits you well. You're a lucky person indeed. All right, so we have now picked out a secondary profession. We've also leveled up, which is nice. We're gonna put some points into Beast Mastery as well. So we're gonna spread across 4 different things, which is probably not smart to do. Usually it's split across 3. 4 is a little iffy, but you know, it doesn't matter. We're doing normal mode. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. So we're a Paragon Ranger with a cool pet. I'm gonna have to change that out. But anyways, so Cormier feels it's time. So this is our next quest. We're moving on now as we've advanced in our training. I love that he lifts his little leg. Look at Fred. Look at him. Lift his little leg as he stands. I love him. Cormier feels it's time for we reclaim the first city, which has been lost for longer than anyone can remember. If she can pull this off, it would certainly fortify her legacy as the greatest spear marshal in Sunspear history. The Istani had ordered the area off limits, but Cormier convinced Elder Sewell to begin excavating under the watchful eye of the Sunspears. Now we need to recruit some diggers. Talk to Quarrymaster Bohana about that. Since you'll be in the area, make sure to meet up with Dunkaro. He's at the cliffs of Dojak, and I'm sure his expert planning skills will come in handy. Alright, so Dunkaro is actually going to join our party. So we're going to meet Dunkaro. And we actually have to go... She has an exclamation point because she lets us move into the city. I could just like fast travel into the city, but since she's right there, so yeah. So the idea is that we're now moving. Didn't I change this earlier? I'm changing this so you guys can hear maybe a little bit more sound in the background. It's probably really quiet. You guys can't hear much. But yeah. So let's change that out. Oops. I'll put it down. And I'm gonna move that. That's good. All right, there we go. That's good. I like that. But yeah, so we are now moving. So remember, I talked about this a little bit. So Cormia feels it's time to reclaim the first city. Now remember, the first city is Farina, right? We know this from Guild Wars 2. But even in Guild Wars 1 times, the city is ancient. That's why it's called the first city. It's like this ancient city, and it's been kind of lost to these monsters, to the times. Because remember, at the end of the Dynasty area, there was the big Scarab Plague, which almost wiped out all of Elona. This happened like hundreds of years ago, but it kind of almost wiped out all of Elona. And ever since then, Elona, like all the regions of Elona, had kind of they had to like rebuild. Okay, so now over hundreds of years, they have kind of rebuild their society, and they're now at a point where they're like, okay, we have a society, blah 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 blah, and so they're kind of like spreading out now. They're doing things are happening, and so Cormier talks about reclaiming the first city, which is like, oh my god, that's a huge feat, right? Because the first city is this like monumental, like big city, and it's a huge part of the Istan culture and stuff. So so she plans on doing that. She's trying to get some diggers out there, and so we kind of have to help her with that. So that's kind of our mission here. But before we do that, let's go back to the Great Hall because we want to talk to someone that mentioned something about getting a secondary profession. So we now have a secondary profession, and we can talk to Shiloh. Remember, Shiloh was like, hey, if you have a secondary profession, come talk to me. So you can actually get not just Sunspear skills. If you have accrued 2 hero points, we have 3. We can get I see you have accrued 2 hero points. I mean, I don't know. Are hero points different than our skill points? I guess they are. I'm not sure. Maybe this is hero points is through that. I'm not sure. No doubt this is a result of your fine work as a Sunspear. If you like, I will gladly teach you and your heroes new skills. So you can pick out class skills. Okay, so if you're based on which profession you are, you can learn those, or Sunspear skill. Sunspear skills. I mean, is this like nothing to fear? Okay, so Paragon skills. So if you pick any of these skills, these are regular skills that you could go to a profession person, like a skills person, and learn it from that person. But here we can use these hero skill points that we have, okay, which we have 2 of, to get those without having to pay for them, right? So we can get them through those, and some of them might not even be able. Chants and shouts last 50% longer and target spirit. Okay. Aria of Zeal. Unblockable throw. Cannot be blocked. Hexbreaker. 10 seconds. The next time each ally within it casts a spell, that ally loses a hex. That's kind of nice. Gets rid of some hexes. I don't want any of those. But we have also Sunspear skills. So these are, you can see there's Assassin, Mesmer, blah, 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 blah. Like each profession has one Sunspear skill that they can learn. And again, these actually upgrade with the ranking that we get through Sunspear, like the Sunspear rank that we get. So again, ArenaNet has these interactive systems, right? They interact with each other. So we have the title system that now deal with getting additional attribute points, but also increase our skills. We get a specific a Sunspear skill that also, increases, but we also get a class skill that also gets stronger through that. So I think we can get both. I think we can get both the Ranger one, and we can get the Paragon one. I think we can get the other ones as well, but we don't really need it. The Vampirism one is kind of nice, but there's nothing to fear. For 4 seconds plus 1 second for every 2 ranks in leadership, all party members within earshot take less damage. Affected party ally members are healed when this shout ends. So that's kind of nice. I want to learn that. It's a lot of energy, as you guys saw. The energy cost is very high. I get. Did I learn these? He didn't say anything. He doesn't. It's very unceremonious. Yeah, I did learn them. Okay, so I think I'm gonna throw these on the bar actually. Never rampage alone. Remember, never fight alone is a huge theme of the Sun Spears, right? They're all about unity and working together, and they're just like one family, one whatever, right? So this kind of works, right? Never rampage alone because we have a little pet. But for 21 seconds, you and your pet attack 25% faster and have +2 health regeneration. So that's kind of nice, and that's gonna only go up as we level up in the Sun Spear ring. So that's kind of nice. I like that. So since I don't use fallback anyways, I might just replace that with that. I know you guys probably hate me for that, but that's a lot of energy that we're using here. Because then we have this. There's nothing to fear for plus 1 second. All party members when each shot take 26% less damage, and affected party members are healed when the shout ends. So interesting. Right, so we get a little bit of healing and defensive stuff, so that is nice as well. I feel like I should only do one of the two. Nothing to fear. I think I'm gonna do nothing to fear, because otherwise that's too much. So we'll do never rampage alone. Probably at a later point. We'll probably take one of these attack skills off or something like that. But it's a lot of energy. See, because they're both 15 energy, and that's a lot. But I kind of want to keep with the theme of being a Paragon and being a Sun Spear. We might change those as we go along. So now we have done this. This we can't do right now. So let's go to Champion's Dawn and see what's happening over there. So we have new equipment, we have new armor, we have new skills, we're higher level, we got extra attribute points, higher ranks, all these things. So we're doing really, really well right now. We don't have anything in there yet. So let's go meet up with Dunkaro in the in Champion's Dawn, which is like down here. So so now the burning is 2 seconds that we inflict. Ooh, great. We're doing really well. See, we're running out of energy really fast. I wouldn't even be able to use Rampage right now. Rampage as one. So right now this lasts not that long. For every 2 ranks in leadership, so that only gives you 2 seconds. So it's only 6 seconds that this lasts right now. But that's okay. Fred's here with us. Fred is level 3, so we're gonna have to defeat some enemies. That's the only way. Unfortunately, they don't gain like quest experience, the pets. So the only way that we can actually gain, see, and I'm already out of energy, so energy is gonna become a huge thing. Who leveled up? He leveled up. So I might kind of go back to the other for now, because it's just a lot of energy right now. We just don't have the energy to keep using this. As we level up in leadership, though, I'll be able to kind of cast that, but I think I'm gonna get rid of those high level, high cost, not high level, but high cost skills. What? Where are you attacking? Oh, now we're getting the termite legs. Great. Now when I don't need them anymore. Attack! So I hope this gives you guys kind of a little bit of an idea of how the Paragon works. And, you know, a lot of people are going to be playing, like cosplaying the Paragon in Guild Wars 2, including myself. Whatever, I'm just gonna skip that guy. I don't really care, so we're leaving. I'm leaving. We have a bunch of side quests. I'm not gonna sit here and do all these side quests, just so you guys know. I wanted to do a little bit, but we'll see. So we actually get, look at this. So, whoa, it was a huge lag spike there. Jesus, that was crazy. But yeah, we get all these new people that can hang out. We get Abasi and Tamara and Odura joining the group of already existing. So the group widens, right? The array of people that we can take with us. This quarry is my life. Every stone that leaves here is unmarried and perfect in every way. Right? So some of my family is from Chabek, Hero. So it's an honor to meet you. So she knows that we saved the people in Chabek. I would love to give Cormier all the diggers she needs, but I can't help her excavate the first city until I get my own quarry under control. Scree harpies have overrun the equipment, and my workers have their hands full just keeping them in check. Meet Hamar at the edge of the quarry and bring some backup if you can. With your help, we can help retake the quarry. That will help free up my men for Cormier's task. You know who can really help you? Donkoro. He's a master at planning and has served with Cormier for years. I think he's in cliffs of Dojog. So the idea is that we're going to be meeting up with Donkoro in order to defeat the evil Screes. So we can kind of swap out. Unfortunately, I do need a healer in my group. And I'm not going to leave Cost behind because I want to level him up. So I'm only going to be taking probably one more. I'm going to take Odura with me because she's a domination henchman. That's probably going to do a lot more damage than Garrus is. But do they all say the same thing? Yeah, so let's see what Abasi says. As a Corsair, I was known as Evil Eye Abasi. Okay, look at this guy. He has evil eye. Evil eye. Some men have passed they are ashamed of. Mine is a dark ocean of regret. In the Sunspears, I have a chance to repay Estan for the harm I did her shores. Garrus spared me, so this guy right next to him, spared me. I will not forget that I owe him my life, even when I did not deserve the gift. So he's the seasoned battle guy, right? He's older than Cormier and stuff. He serves in the Sunspears, but he spared this guy, and in return, this guy, Abasi, has now decided to join the Sunspears and do good rather than pillage villages and stuff like that. Then we have Tamara, who's a brawler. She's a warrior. I may be new, but I'm not afraid. The Sunspears are the best, and that's why I'm here. I wanted to be a Sunspear ever since I was little. I used to carry Cormier's spear for her on parade days when she let me. You want to go a few rounds one-on-one and get a little practice. So she is younger, but she has known Cormier ever since she was little. And then we have Odora, because I think these guys say the same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, Odora. She is a domination henchman, a mesmer. Hello, dear. Isn't it a magnificent day? The kind of day we used to have in Vabi. So she's a Vabian. How I miss it. My sister and I spent years at the theater and the library educating ourselves, but I traveled to Istan and she went to Tyria. I haven't seen her since, but I'm sure she's safe. Safer than us, I'd imagine, darling. So I don't know. Is there like some kind of history? Is Odura? Odura. Her sister? Do we know her sister? She's Erudine's sister. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know if you guys remember, or Eridine? Eridine. Yeah, I think her name is Eridine. Do you guys remember? Oh my god, that's like, that throws me way back. So if you guys remember, and you can look at the stream because I do remember talking to her. There is a character in Guild Wars 1 at the Serenity Temple. This is in Ascalon. Right after the Searing, we go to the Serenity Temple at some point. One of those streams will have it. And we talked to a bunch of the characters there. We actually talked to the character Eridine, who is Odura's sister. I didn't know that because they don't look like sisters. Like, Odura is clearly like, I mean, you know, like African, you know, quote unquote, in our world, right? She's like, her skin color is dark, right? And it's like, Eridine has none of that. She does not look, she looks very Ascalonian, so it's kind of weird that, I don't know if that's like a retcon that they did or something, but there it is, guys. Anywho, so we're gonna take her in our group. But it's kind of interesting to hear about the stories. Anyways, we're going to take her into our group, and we're going to move on. We're going to go to the cliffs to meet with Donkoro. So Donkoro is somewhere out here. He's right over there. And he's going to help us live our best lives. So we have a scale hunt now. We got double XP and 1 Sun Spears point. So there's Donkoro. Oh, I wanted to, before we do that, guys, I wanted to change my skin. Yeah, we're gonna go back to how we had it. I like that a lot more. Sorry, totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. So we're 2, okay. And yeah, I mean, I will be picking up those skills probably later, at least one of them. Alright, here's Donkoro. You can't just run off without a plan. Let me help you. I've been with the Sun Spears for years. I plan our strategies. Cormia executes them. Let me do the same for you. Leaving a legacy. Hello there, Spearmaster Arali. I've wanted to meet you ever since I heard about your success at Chabek Village. Cormia asked me to watch your back during your first few missions. I guess there's trouble at the Dojak Quarry, eh? Blasted harpies. We have our work cut out for us on this one. We'll need a strategy. Can't just blunder around in there. Luckily, planning is what I do best. Now let's go see what we can do about those harpies. Cormia needs those diggers if we're going to reclaim the first city. Alright, let's do it. We have a collector, the Uhishe. Uhishe is the collector. My father was murdered by the Ringcall monitors that infest these lands. He sought only food to keep his family alive, and the creatures butchered him to feed their own young. Hunter, I plan to eliminate the foul race. There's not many Ringcall monitors around anyways. So there is that. I kind of went the wrong way. Can I go? Oh, I can go back up this way. Got it. Little swampy pond down there, but if we get a good sword, we need to give that to Koss as well. Because the thing is, Koss still is using the starter weapon that he had, which is like 2 to 3 damage. Really bad. Oh, we need to customize this as well because we get 20% more damage from that. So, but hopefully we'll get. I don't think we've seen any swords drop even at all. But if we get any swords, we gotta give it to him. Yeah, this is just energy-wise works out much better this early on in the game when we don't have that much energy. Like 15 energy is a lot. And we'll probably, I mean, much later on we will get, I will probably have an energy, a blood is, what is it, blood is power or whatever it is. Whatever that, what's it called? That necromancer elite skill is. I will have a hero probably that is using that. Keep getting hammers, but I'm not using hammers. I want to talk to that scout. Maybe we can get another hunt. Maybe we can get another hunt. Another bounty. Maybe it's harpies. Maybe the bounty is harpies. Nope, it's plants. So we actually have some scree here. So the harpies in, I think, I don't know if they're just in Istan or all of Ilona, are called scree. And they actually go with griffins together. This is a soaring light. So this is a griffin boss. If we can focus on just one enemy maybe to... Okay, let's go for Chine first because it looks like he's healing. Wow, we're not getting through to these guys at all. Holy crap, he's healing way too fast. Kill him. Okay, one is dead. I mean, they're level 13, which is much higher than even any of my group is. We're all level 6. Okay. So maybe if we all focus on this guy now, we can kill him. Maybe we'll do enough damage. I don't know. Take this. Oh my god, we cannot defeat him. You guys see that? We do not do enough damage to kill him. Alright. I don't know. I'm kind of locked in battle with him. I don't know really what to do. I mean, maybe it's slowly going down. Oh, we did it. Oh my god, Jesus. I'm like, I just kind of wanted to run away. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, but... So I'm gonna finish up this, this quest here, and then we're gonna... Well, I'm probably gonna head out because it's getting late, and I'm getting tired. And we'll continue... I don't know if I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I might do something else tomorrow. But... Probably Tuesday. I'm guessing we'll probably do more of this on Tuesday. Kind of want to switch it up, do different things. I don't always want to do one thing. Alright. Like And there's a Sunspear Scout as well. So there's some diggers here. And there's Hamar. Let's talk to the Sunspear Scout first, though. That's right around this corner. Ooh, Scree Harpies. Perfect. We're going to be fighting a lot of these. So let's kill these guys first. They're much lower level, so these should be much easier. I don't know why they have like these super high level enemies right on the path of where our mission is, but that's okay. These guys are going to be much easier to kill. That's a level 8, so that's a little higher. But that's okay. It'll be just fine. Alright, let's talk to Hamar. Mr. Hamar! Finally, somehow, Bahana ordered work to stop as soon as we lost our first man. We've done our best to rid the quarry of these pests, but once a Scree Harpy Queen lands and claims an area, it's near impossible to get her to leave. If you can get rid of that queen, we can free up some men. Okay. Got it. So, the quarry is down here. So we can kind of look over. This is the whole quarry. And I guess, yeah, so as you guys can see, they're kind of... but harpies have taken over. So we're coming in and we're gonna get rid of those. Oh, I can summon my... I didn't... Oh, I could have summoned my imp earlier. I thought I did have my imp summoned. That's why it was like... It took so long. We could have done way more damage with the imp. And we're slowly gonna take care of these. So we gotta kill all of these groups around, and I think like in the middle is like the last group or something that spawns or something like that. That's when the queen spawns or something. I don't really remember how this works. But let's free up those diggers so that we can go into the first city and reclaim that. Alright, Sunspear Scouts. Stonecutter Ged is hanging out here. So one of the diggers is hanging out here still. I hate that these groups are like way spread out. Look, they have to like come way down here. By the time like the last one arrives, the first one is already dead. The first one's already died. Aww. My cat's meowing. I don't even know why she does it. It's like she wakes up. She usually, the way she does it is like she wakes up out of her sleep and then she'll meow for like a few minutes. Like, just like, like calling for someone or something. But it's like even when I'm there, I'm just like, hello, I'm right here. And then she's just like, well. Like, okay. Alright, so we finished that. Yeah, so I guess that was it. I guess that was the queen. I guess the queen was the weird thing that they're huddling about. I guess the griffin was the queen. I didn't even look at the name. Did it say Harpy Queen? I don't know. But anyways, Hamar says, thank you, Sunspears, for saving my quarry. I'll make sure to send Cormier my best diggers. Wait, before you go, I should tell you that Digmaster Gata was looking for you. You'd best see what he wants. All right, so down from this quarry, they're gonna send some diggers up to Jokonor Diggings, because remember that is the outpost that they have for the diggings of the first city, which is on the far side. So But now we can proceed to venture into the diggings, and because we have to like, because you know the deal that was made with Cormyr was that they can dig it, they can dig out the first city, but only if the Sun Spears are keeping a watchful eye on anything happening. So that's gonna be our job. Let's talk to this collector. My father says I'm not old enough to hunt harpies yet, but they have such pretty feathers. It's my birthday today. Won't you get me some feathers? I'll bring. Okay. We don't have 3. We don't even have 1. So I'm not gonna sit here and farm now for you, little boy. Sorry about your birthday, but it is what it is. But yeah, so you guys voted on Crocodile, so we're gonna use we're gonna hang out with Fred for a little bit. Fred's part of our group, but as we get into the bog, so once we get to the bog down here, which is down here, this is the bog. In the bog, I will be able to get a crocodile, and then we can have the crocodile. So, and I'm gonna come up with a cool name. I'm gonna have to come up with a cool name. So, but yeah, crocodile is definitely winning. So I'm gonna end the poll here. Crocodile has won the last 2 times. Well, for the earlier stream and then for the stream now. So, all right. Yeah. And there are the diggings. The Jokanor diggings. And they want us, they want us to go right in. All right. Let's do it. So there's Digmaster Gata. So we're at the Jokanor. So let's read about the Champion's Dawn. Champion's Dawn situated near the mineral-rich cliffs of Dojak. Champion's Dawn is the base of operations for the Istani Society of Engineers and Architects. The stone and gems quarried here have fueled Istani architecture for a millennium. The primeval style has so deeply impacted modern Istani builders that the society has a long-standing rivalry with the Excavation Corps over the status of the ruins to the west. Meaning the ruins to the west, meaning the first city. They're kind of fighting over who's going to get the first city or not, right? So that was Champion's Dawn. And then we have the diggings. This camp, just outside the ruins of the fabled first city of Fariner, is headquarters to the Istani Provincial Excavation Corps. Fariner decimated and abandoned during the Scarab Plague, was the ancient home of the primeval kings who once ruled all Elona. Some believe it holds the key to the mystery of the Scarab Plague's origin. Superstitious fears and a bitter rivalry between the Excavation Corps and the Society of Engineers have kept work on this important archaeological site stagnant until recently. So the people of the Jokanor diggings and here, the 2 societies that are kind of like on the opposite sides of this quarry, have been fighting over who's going to get to go in there. And so Cormyr kind of takes it into her own hand and says, you know what? We're just going to do it in the name of the Sun Spears, and we're all just going to work together and dig this out, okay? So, but as you guys see, as you guys kind of hear, this is the original, this is where the throne of the kings of all Ilona sat, right? Like, we don't really have a king. We have the princes of Vabi, but each of the provinces almost act like their own country. Like, they're provinces, right? And they're like kind of like to their own where like the Sun Spears are trying to be the protectors of all of Ilona, but you know, Vabi is very far away and they're kind of kept to themselves. Same with Korna, you know, Korna's across the sea and stuff. I mean, they're all very isolated from each other and they all have their own culture and ideas and things that they do and blah 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 blah, whatever. So, but back, like I said, hundreds of years ago when the dynastic era was, right, during the dynasty and stuff, that was the actual, like, capital of all of Ilona, was, like, in Fariner, the first city, so. It's a pretty important place. We don't have any new people that join the party here, but anyway, so we have Digmaster. Excellent work. I've received word from Bohana that he'll be helping. Wasn't that a lady? Wasn't she a lady? That he'll be sending some of his best diggers over to help. With their aid, we'll make quick work of this old temple. Cormier mentioned that several Cornan and Vabian dignitaries have arrived. So this is very important. So we saw this in the trailer, or not in the trailer, but in the intro cinematic. We saw that there was these people that bow to each other, and I said, kind of take note of the people here. So to the left we have the Istani people, and to the right we had some Cornans that arrived. So we didn't see any Vabians, but nonetheless, so we don't see Cormier. We don't hang out with her. She has more important things to do. She's the leader, so she has like all these managerial things that she has to take care of as we kind of venture around and take care of a bunch of these tasks and stuff. But she says that dignitaries have arrived from Vavi and Korna. She needs you and Dunkor to help them it doesn't say anyway. She needs you and Dunkor to keep them happy while they're here. I have orders here somewhere. Here, take this for a job well done. Oh, and before I forget, Cormier asked me to tell Dunkor that he is to work with you from now on. She says you work well together. And we accept. And we get Dunkor. He's an experienced Sistani Sunspear, the veteran of campaigns against Corsairs, Centaurs, Desert Raiders, and inhuman tribes. His experience has not dimmed his dedication. It has simply made him aware of the importance of planning. So he's part of our group now, so we can Kim or Keem or whatever, we can kick her out because we have our own monk in our group now. But we'll get to that in a minute. But here are the orders from Cormier. General Morgan of Korna has arranged some kind of war games. And Elder Zul, he's mentioned a few times. He's actually one of the elders of the Istani. So he's one of the leaders, but I think he's like the main elder, like the head honcho of all of Istan, pretty much. So where Cormier is the head of the Sunspears, who are an organization that defends all of Ilona, Elder Zul is just kind of in control of Istani, which are like two separate things, right? Like the Sunspears are not necessarily the police of Istan, they're more so like the police of they're more the army of all of Ilona, kind of. You've been chosen to represent the Sunspears and Istan. Once you reach the rank of First Spear or level 12, so whichever comes first, we're only level 6, right? But First Spear is right around the corner because we just became Second Spear. So just so you guys know, we just became Second Spear, which means now when we use our Sunspear Rebirth Signet, we now heal a person with 30% energy. But yeah, so we're rank 3 now. And we only need 300 points, so that's probably going to be easier achievable than getting level 12. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. So leveling up your rank is very important. Find General Morgan, who will be waiting in the Zelon Reach with soldiers for you to fight, quote unquote, against. Cormier asked you to take it easy on them. It's only a demonstration after all. Okay, got it. So they kind of want us to level up, gain some experience, do some side quests. Perfect time for us to kind of split here. We get some new skills probably that we can get. I want to get some more shouts, but I don't think there's anything interesting. Leadership, maybe anything interesting. If target foe is burning. See, there's a lot of like burning because we have Blazing Finale. They're on fire. There's a lot of fiery stuff, right? So for 10 seconds, party members within earshot take 13% less damage from foes suffering from burning. So I think I'm going to maybe create a little bit of like around burning a thing. So maybe have some characters inflict burning through other measures. Maybe we can get a ranger hero at some point that it can inflict burning, and I think there's some warrior skills maybe here and there that inflict burning or something. We might look into that, that sort of stuff. So we'll probably do some of that. Blazing Finale for 70 seconds. Whenever a chant or shout ends on target non-spirit ally, all foes adjacent to ally are set on fire for 3 seconds. I mean, that's really good. But again, that's targeting specific allies, and I hate doing that. Ally targeting didn't work in Guild Wars 1 and doesn't work in Guild Wars 2, so not a fan of that. Anyways, I don't think there's anything grand new that we really need to like worry about. But yeah, I will be looking into some more of that later. Yeah, so let's check out Donkoro. So Donkoro is a monk, which means that he's a healer primarily. And I'm gonna kind of give him some just straight up. I think I even have a heal monk. Yeah, so I'm gonna give him this. Yeah, let's do it like that. 5 energy, interrupting, gain 5 energy. Yeah, so this is not very good. This is supposed to be because the one thing about monks is that they don't really have an energy management thing. So you can do a couple of different things. You can do an elementalist, because elementalist has a couple of spells that are really good that you can use that kind of save you energy. Or you can do a mesmer, where you can do like these skills where you interrupt a foe and you steal energy from them. Power drain gets really good later. You can get, I think, like 17 or something at like max level or something is what you rob when you do like a bunch of inspiration magic. But because we're only at 2 right now, oh, I don't need divine favor. So let's actually put, yeah, let's do that. We don't need to find divine favor, because divine favor is the inherent, we'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, so the idea is interrupting a foe is always really good. So you kind of combine this on the line on the monk with the energy, like energy management. So you add like an energy management, but also an interrupt, so you can interrupt a enemy spellcasters at the same time. But you know, as the healer, you can kind of keep up with that. And then we have Healer's Boon for 10 seconds. Healing prayer spells cast 50% faster and heal for 50% more health. So that's really good as we go. As he like heals with the healing prayer stuff here. So this is the divine favor though. I might change that. Let's do healing burst. I'm gonna do light of deliverance. I think I'm gonna do light of deliverance for now. It's not the best skill. Yeah, no, actually word of healing. We're gonna do word of healing. Heal target ally for it's only 5 energy. Heal target ally for 37 health. Heal for an additional 58 if the ally is below 50%. So it's like a if it's like an oh shit moment where you're like half health and you're like losing a bunch of health or whatever. If you use that, you get a lot more health, but it still only costs 5. The problem with using the whatever the other thing is that I had here, the healer's boon, is that I don't have anything in divine favor right now because we don't have enough points. So I'm gonna kind of leave that out. We're not gonna use divine favor, but divine favor is the inherent skill of the monk, and this actually heals for each rank of divine favor. Allies are healed for 3.2 points, not percent, but points, whenever you cast monk spells on them. Several monk spells, so especially with energy, blah blah blah, whatever. So they don't. The thing with monks, and one of the reasons why they're not that great of classes to use, is because they don't have an energy management built into their attribute lines. Many of them, like I said, so the Paragon has it by you know, through the leadership thing, where if you use, I keep pressing on buttons, leadership, where you gain energy through that, right? Rangers have expertise, for example, where the higher rank you are in expertise, the less your skills cost. So you have like a management, like an energy management in there. But monks don't have that, which is one of the reasons why they kind of fall short versus other classes that can heal a little bit, right? So but anyways, so Donkora is on our group with in the group with us. His staff is pretty good right now. Yeah, he should be okay with that. He should be okay until we get something much better, so later on. But yeah, anyways, so we are here. in the diggings. I did read the diggings, right? Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna drop off here, guys, for the evening. And then so next time we come back to this, we're gonna level up our Sunspear rank a little bit, and you know, do some more side quests, kind of journey around. We did get to see the Cliffs of Dojok. We're probably gonna see a little bit more of that. And I might go to Zelon Reach, to the Astralarium, kind of explore a little bit of this side of the island a little bit more, and do some side quests and that sort of stuff, and you know, and maybe get some new skills and new equipment or whatever, right? So but yeah, sorry about my earlier crash that I had. So I apologize about that. But nonetheless, I named this 1.5 because it's kind of like a continuation of the other stream. But anywho, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are looking forward to more of this. Like I said, at the early on tonight at the when we were doing the other stream, but I am working on a dual classing video. I'm editing about an hour a day, an hour or two a day I'm putting into it, but I also have one other script that is, I think, almost, I gotta revise a couple of things, but it's almost completely done. And then we have the I started a new script earlier today, as well, which deals with like all kinds of things. So there is videos in progress, just so you guys know. I'm not just streaming, but I'm also working on a couple of videos. So if you guys are interested, and yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna do probably something a little bit different. Tuesday we're gonna come back to this, kind of swap it, swap around. I don't like to just do the same thing over and over again, so we're gonna kind of do a couple different things. And like I said, Friday I might be streaming. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to look at how my schedule is for Friday. But I wanted to kind of hang out with you guys and try out the spears, because the beta for the spears is coming up. You do not have to have purchased Janthia Wilds to partake in the Guild Wars 2 beta for the spears. So if you guys are one of those people, which I totally understand, I've talked about this before, that are kind of holding back on pre-ordering the expansion, which is totally fine. You can still participate in the beta and give your feedbacks on it. So make sure that you do that. Always, like I always say, constructive feedback. Don't just say, well, this sucks and I don't want to use it because it looks stupid or I hate it. Even though I think that the spear skills that we have seen so far are pretty impressive, and I'm very excited to see them. But that'll probably happen on Friday. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Emily. NM was here earlier. Scott was here earlier as well. And if I missed anyone, I am very sorry. Was HC here earlier? I don't remember, but my memory's bad. But I appreciate all of you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye guys.